There are few things that could change the whole way you live van life, but I have found 2 game-changing upgrades, and I'm going to tell you all about them. Hi, I'm Katina with Gypsy Wander. A lot of you might be wondering how you can start van life or how you can live it better. So much goes into starting and living van life, but you're in the right place. I help people step by step get started and thrive in living this lifestyle. You'll find a treasure trove of information on my van life page at gypsywander.life and also here on my channel. So be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I live in a 2006 Toyota Sienna minivan, but these upgrades apply to whatever type of van or vehicle you live in. In the winter, you can have problems with condensation and moisture, and in the summer, you can have problems with being hot and no air movement. You have to have airflow through your space. If you have a traditional camper van, you have lots of choices for airflow, either through vents, a max air fan, or even a rooftop air conditioning unit. And if you're like me and don't have a traditional camper van, there is a solution. I had a LeMans low-profile 12-volt roof fan installed on my minivan, and it has changed the way I live van life. The LeMans sits only 2.52 inches above the roof compared to the 9.3 inches with a Max Air Deluxe. So with this, I maintain my stealthiness. You can even use these on a traditional camper van. It will fit under the Sprinter roof racks, under solar panels, roof decking, and crossbars, so you can maximize your roof space. And for those of you who understand the more technical information, the LeMans uses 80 watts, or about 7 amps at the highest speed of 2600 RPM. Everything is controlled on the inside, so let's go take a look. The louvers automatically open when you turn the unit on and automatically close when you turn it off. However, it opens and closes very, very slowly. It comes with a 3-position switch to allow the air to go in either direction. It has a variable speed controller. It is a bit louder than the Max Air, but it's still considered to be low noise at 52 decibels. The design of the hood keeps moisture out. I have not gone through a car wash because I do think that would let water in, but I've been in all kinds of rain and had no issues. It also has a snow filter or bug filter, so that can't get in either. Let's talk about installation. I don't have the experience, knowledge, confidence, or equipment to start cutting holes in the roof of my van. And if you don't know Hein and Kim at DIY Van in Hood River, Oregon, you should. I was driving around Hood River and saw a building that said DIY Van. I had been looking for someone to install game-changing upgrade number 2 that we'll get to soon. So I looked them up and sent an email. I figured while I was asking about game-changing upgrade number 2, I would see what they knew about any fan options for a minivan. It had been getting pretty hot, and although I had a couple of USB chargeable fans, and they worked well, I wondered if there was something more I could do. I got a quick reply from Hein, who said he had a nice low-profile vent that would work and would look great on my Sienna. He invited me to stop by so he could take a look and determine what would be needed for the install, and so he could provide me with a quote. Let me tell you, Hein and Kim are the best. They treated me like family and are so personable. They are people who truly care and want to help you with your van projects. I can't tell you how many phone calls I overheard Hein and Kim with their callers who had questions. They were able to guide them with direction or tell them their options so that they were on the right path. Not to mention the clients who came in, one to have a floor installed, a customer stopping by to pick up some insulation, wall panels, and various other parts. Kim always made sure that they had all their questions answered, even if they didn't know what to ask. In fact, that's how their business started in 2012. They just kept building vans and saw that others needed help too. So they started sharing tips and suggestions. And Hein is someone who loves to make things work. He knows all the pieces and parts you need, and if those pieces and parts don't exist, he makes them. He even manufactured this spacer plate that was needed to install the LeMans on my roof. They took a 3D X-ray scan of my roof, and now they have it in their system. If other Sienna owners want to have the LeMans installed, you can go to them, or they can even ship the kit to you and you can do it yourself. Hein and Kim at DIYvan.com. Check them out. And if you have a Promaster, Sprinter or Transit, you need to go to their website and search door prop. These will be a game changer for you guys. It's a rear door prop that holds the rear door open using the existing latch. Hein invented these, and you can get airflow through your van and maintain a level of security using your existing door lock. Being a handy bottle opener, that's just an added feature. I don't have an affiliate link, but be sure to tell them that you heard about this from Katina. Okay, on to game-changing upgrade number 2. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I am a huge EcoFlow fan. I have a Delta 2 power bank that I use for all my power needs. To charge my power bank, I can use my 160 watt solar panel that charges at a maximum of 160 watts if it's sunny and if you can get it positioned just right. Or I could find an outlet to use and charge to 80% in 50 minutes. That's something I had to do often. I never had much of a problem finding outlets, but there were those times that it was hard or it would be an awkward situation. Sitting in my van behind a grocery store with an extension cord hanging out of my window. Now those days are all behind me. And if I could be a bigger EcoFlow fan, I certainly am now. Actually Hein from DIY Van, installed an EcoFlow 800 watt alternator charger on my van. This has literally changed how I live van life. I don't worry anymore ever about having power. If you have an EcoFlow, you know there is a 12 volt car charging cable that allows you to charge your power bank from the cigarette outlet while you're driving. This charges at a very slow rate, and there have been some instances of wires melting from them getting too hot. An EcoFlow third-party rep I talked to said it is a very dangerous way to charge, but I did rely on that method for quite some time. Let me tell you about the EcoFlow 800 watt alternator charger. Let me tell you about this little thing. It's heavy. It weighs just over 5 pounds. It uses your car's alternator to refuel your EcoFlow portable power station. This baby can charge at up to 800 watts while you drive. That's 8 times faster than a traditional in-vehicle 12 volt outlet. This is a 3-in-1 charger. Not only can I charge my power bank, I can maintain my vehicle battery so it stays in good condition, and I can jumpstart my battery using my power bank if I leave a light on and my battery drains down. I can control the charger all from my EcoFlow app. You might be asking, is it safe to charge your EcoFlow this way? Yes. Gallium nitrate, GaN technology, has a high thermal resistance, so it ensures safe charging every single time. There are multiple safety features, including undervoltage protection that prevents excess energy use and damage to the starting battery. It has reverse polarity protection, short circuit protection, overload protection, and overvoltage and undervoltage protection. That's a lot of protection. The alternator charger will not damage the alternator, your battery, or affect the overall lifespan of your battery. The charger's charging logic does not rigidly apply 800 watts. Instead, it depends on the power surplus of the car's alternator. It ensures the alternator is not overloaded, allowing up to a maximum of 800 watts without harming the car's battery. Let's look at how this is installed. I had Hein at DIY Van install mine. I get a little bit nervous when it comes to electrical work. The terminology intimidates me, and so does the risk of being shocked or ruining something. But let me show you step by step how it is done. The first 3 steps are this. Number 1, connect the fuse cable to the input cable on one end. Number 2, connect the fuse cable to the vehicle battery on the other end. Number 3, connect the black cable to the chassis terminal. Step number 4, thread the other end of the input cable through the car's body towards the charger. If the unit cable is bulky or difficult to pull through, disconnect the cable ends before threading. So you could start with step 4 because the cable is bulky and can be difficult to pull through. You just want to make sure that you have the right end up with the battery. You will need to find a grommet in the firewall between the engine compartment and the inside of your van. I simply Googled the make and model of my van and was able to find that there was one behind the glove compartment. The grommets might not look like what you expect. They are usually rubber and probably don't have a hole in them already, or the hole is only big enough for the wires currently running through them. Every vehicle is a little bit different. Step number 5, plug the other side of the input cable into the EcoFlow 800-watt alternator charger. And step number 6, plug in the outlet cable from the EcoFlow 800-watt alternator to the portable power bank. This will work with all the Delta products. The charger does get hot, so make sure you don't cover it up and that you allow some airflow. I'm putting a link to the EcoFlow Alternator Charger in the description below. Be sure to purchase using my links. This really helps me and Henry, and we appreciate your support. These 2 upgrades have made van life even more amazing. While the roof fan doesn't solve all the hot weather problems, it certainly makes it much more comfortable. And when it's raining and I'm working in my van for the day, running the exhaust mode occasionally takes out all of the humidity. The Alternator Charger has completely eliminated my concern over finding outlets, saving me the time I spent looking for outlets and the time I waited for charging. Before, I would rarely charge my laptop using the power bank. I would rely on coffee shops for recharging. Now I don't think twice about charging it. If you're a solo traveler, let me give you a bonus game-changing upgrade. I'm in a Toyota Sienna minivan, and it's just me and Henry. I debated for a long time about removing my front passenger seat. My seat folded completely in half and provided sort of a table, so I didn't think it would be that beneficial to remove it. I finally decided to remove it, and I wish I had done it sooner. For my van, a 2006 Sienna, it only required removing 4 screws that were easy to get to and uncoupling the quick disconnect for the airbag. My airbag light is always on now, but it doesn't bother me or affect the other airbags. Look at all the room I have here with the seats gone. In its place, I found the perfect sized ottoman with a split top that can be opened from either side. It provides so much more storage, a place for Henry to sit, and an excuse for not being able to have anyone ride along. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And don't forget, this is where you come if you want to find out how to start living van life or thrive in living the lifestyle. I'm the one that teaches you step by step how you can do it within your budget and your situation. Until next time, stay wild and free.